Oh shoot, I didn't see you guys there. Nah, I saw you guys. But what's up, guys? Y'all watching Adamu TV right now, and I know it's a little weird seeing me like this, like standing in front of a whiteboard and stuff, and like I'm about to teach. If I was about to teach, my name would be Professor Adamu, aka Swag Boy Double AGT. So they call me in these streets. You know what I mean? But let's get on to the point. I feel like my content sometimes it seems a little random, right? One day I'm doing something, one day I'm talking all some deep stuff, one day I'm just like yapping about, one day I'm just doing a skit, doing a short film, crying in it. But nah, I actually want to get into the base of basically what Adamu TV really is. And that's what the video is going to be about. I hope y'all can bear with me. I don't be feeding y'all dopamine, you feel me? So I respect whoever watching for real because my stuff is not fast paced at all. It's like it's very slow, you know. I want y'all to get the meaning and the vibe to it. So hey, I hope y'all like the fit though. But hey, we're gonna get into what Adamu TV really is and just like an intro into my world. I forgot that you. But look, Adamu TV is basically it's an intro into something like way bigger. Like that, this is just the beginning. Like this is just step one basically. And what I be doing on this channel is just like just trying to build my presence. What I really do on the channel is eventually tell stories. Like no matter what I'm doing, I be telling stories or something story like related. So what is Adamu TV? We're gonna drop a little note here. A storyteller. You know, everybody likes hearing stories, you know. Everybody likes hearing stories, you know, around the campfire. When you hear something juicy, y'all be spilling tea, you know. You know how it goes. Basically, storyteller. Okay, now most stories, you know, they come from books. Now I know how that sounds. Dang, books. Who reading those? Who reading those? But people still reading. You just gotta find the right one. And today, what better way is it to get y'all guys, you know, intro into my world? I should write that over here. But intro to my world. What better way is it to do than like introducing my like first book? And I'm telling you guys, I know how you guys feel about books, man. I feel the same exact way. That's why I just be writing them, not reading them. But I feel like if I'm able to see that difference, perhaps I can do something different to make y'all people like it just as much as I do. So we're gonna dive into that, all right? We're gonna dive into my first book and its genre and all that in the next shot, all right? Okay, where was I at? Okay, all right, intro into my world. Okay, my genre, what I be doing, I'm gonna start y'all off with my first book, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys are mad early to it. So like, this is basically behind the scenes. Y'all just gonna have to wait till that blow up. You feel me? But my first book is called. I'm gonna write it down. All right, you feel me? Y'all just pay attention in class. You feel me? The Tales of. Let me switch the color. You feel me? It has to look pretty. Has to look a little pretty, you know. Romanji. And then it's a trilogy. It's a trilogy. A trilogy is like basically three books or three parts of it. Uh, the Warrior. Now, it sounds generic. I know it sounds generic. Like, you feel me? Shoot, it sounds like something you probably won't pick up. But now, when I start going to the summary of it, y'all gonna see like why I feel like y'all should pick this up. Let me talk to you about the genre, what it is, okay? Now, the genre, I want to call it something new, something that never been seen before. It's gonna be called hood fantasy or hood meets fantasy. All right, guys, I need you guys to remember that the genre, okay? The genre is gonna be, like I said, hood meets fantasy. I'm gonna write fast for you guys for I don't lose y'all attention span. You feel me? That dopamine is not here right now. It's just me and you right now. All right, hood meets. Dang, my mark already out. Fantasy. All right, now y'all might be wondering, yo, Adamu, Professor Adamu, Mr. GT, swag boy, what that mean? Bruh, I'ma tell y'all. So hood mean fantasy. So just imagine you on the block. We all from the hood. Most of us. Most of we from the hood. But imagine a hood dude slaying dragons. All right, that's what I'm gonna say. The summary is. All right, that's fantasy. Fantasy, you think dragons. All right, hood dude slaying dragons. Okay, that's hood meets fantasy. Now, when was the last time y'all tell me? When was the last time y'all seen a dude from the hood slaying dragons? I've talked about this stuff in my other yapping videos where I be like the art of storytelling and the other stuff like that. When was the last time y'all seen a hood dude slay a dragon? Come on now, I'm on something. I'm on something. But yeah, that's the genre, okay? Now we're gonna get into the book, all right? We're gonna get into the actual book, what's it about and all that. Hope y'all staying tuned and listening, man. I know, bro, I know. Trust, trust. All right, we're gonna dive into the book summary, okay? All right, the book summary, okay? All right, book, you know, summary. Dang, my handwriting is sloppy, but it's all right. Okay, obviously, bro's main character. His name's in the title. Name, Romanji, right? Romanji. Age, 16. He's 16 years old. So basically, you know, him being 16 years old, he was chilling on the block, as always. That's all we got to do, you know, just, chilling on the block. After that, a flyer came down. A flyer, like, boom, it covered the sky, made it all dark, boom, scary. Then a flyer came down, just actual, like, sheet of paper, like the olden days. It came down and it said, oh, welcome to this tournament. Boom, whoever wins gonna get this time capsule or whatever. And then bro was like, okay, let's go. All right. But now let me backtrack, okay? Let me backtrack all the way to the history. Okay, the history of this young man here named Ramanji. By the way, I got that name, dude. I really don't even know how I got that name. I just put in some name generator, picked a couple names, did what I had to do. But let's talk about the history first, the world building, okay? Because that actually matters to see why bro is gonna do what he gotta do. All right, I already wrote down a little bit for y'all don't get bored. Okay, so world building. So basically, 1,000 years ago, light was shined on their world. I don't know. Somehow you have to find out. Somebody shined light on their world, and boom, everybody got powers. The powers work a certain way, but we'll get into that another time. But everybody got powers except Romanji and them people. All right, which is people from the hood. The hood name is called the Alleys. Okay, the Alleys. You feel me? Cause like it's you feel me from the Alleys. Okay, remember that. None of his people got power. Okay, I lost track. None of his people got power, but their land did. Land. Their land did get power, and it became the most beautiful place on earth. So the hood became the most beautiful place on earth. The whole other earth place was like wiped out when all that it turned into the medieval times, uh, far in the future. It just all changed, and this was the only natural place in the world. Okay? I hope y'all staying with me. All right, it might be a little too much, so I might just end it there. Okay? So that's the world building. Just know, bro ain't have no powers, and boom, he's still trying to leave to this tournament, basically telling everybody to come fight, and the whole world got powers. They got a TV, they can see the people with powers, you know, but they're, outcasted, All right. So he has a best friend named Trey. Okay, let's write that down. Bestie, Trey. And bro is like, nah, you not going. Why are we going for? Now Ramanji, think about it. He an optimistic dude. He's like, staying here in the hood, not doing nothing for us. So we gotta go and just go to that, to get some power somehow. So we gonna figure it out. And Trey's like, no, no, you dumb. If we leave here, you gonna die. You know it. And Ramanji's like, I don't care. And boom, they start boxing. I feel like I should read you guys the clip of what it's saying, okay? I'm gonna read it to you guys, all right? All right, so I'm gonna talk to y'all a little snippet of what basically Trey and Ramondre going back and forth about. All right, so basically, middle of the argument, they sit on the porch. Imagine you sit on the porch of your house, okay? You just see freaking papers falling down. Boom, I got one. Yo, let's go. That's what Ramondre said. Then, whew, oh, I'm losing breath. Hold on, we need a break, guys. We need a break. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I look needed a break. This low-key buzz right here. That's hard. 5 gram protein, real fruit. Yeah, we up. Anyways, what was I saying? Basically, I don't know if I'm going a little too fast for you guys. Y'all liking it or not? I don't know. But if y'all liking my skits and y'all liking my short films and all the other stuff I be doing and talking about, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like a book that I wrote. Hey, I should mess with it. You know, it's gonna come out soon, eventually. You know, I don't know when I'm gonna drop it, but it's gonna drop serially. Like I'm gonna drop like one chapter every 2 weeks. You know, hey, but after this, we can get right back into it, and yeah, we gonna finish talking about this and whatever else I gotta talk about this episode. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna start reading to you guys, but like I'm gonna add my little comments in there. All right, bet. All right. So he was like, Ramonji's like, yo, Trey, I don't want to go alone. Trey's like, then don't go. But we did everything together. Come on, Trey, let's do this. This is what Ramonji's saying. Then they started walking around the door, just, pacing. And then he was like, bro, I know, man, I know. Ramonji's like, I know this is life and death, but let's go. And then Trey just looked at him like, bruh, you tripping right now, you tripping. And boom, Ramonji looks sad now. He looking sad like, dang, so you're just gonna let me go by myself? And then Trey started yelling at him like, why are you even going anyways? You have no powers. Like any logical dude would say that, you feel me? Then, Trey, he's a little gifted. He's the only one with a little bit of powers. All he has is like little telekinesis, which might be referenced here. And then Ramonji's like, wow, don't even go there, bro. You can't even control yours. You got levitation powers, but you can barely pick up a cup. Now, they baking, you know how they do. And then Trey walked down the porch, he and Ramonji's face like this, what up, what up? Man, before this, let me say, they fought a flying elephant and his whole army. Imagine a giant flying elephant and elephant-looking men, with trunks and everything, drop it down, attacking them. All right? Now, why are they attacking them? Now, let's go over here to the world building side, okay? Their alleys used to be called the Urban Treasury. Okay, we're going to write that down. Urban Treasury. But I don't know if I'm spelling that right, but basically, they had lots of money here. Like I told you guys before, the world's all messed up after that power shine. It miscalculated, misconducted everything, you feel me? So their place is the only place where the dollar is existent, And so that makes the dollar valuable because when you don't have enough of something, it makes it valuable. That's why gold and all that stuff is valuable because it's limited, Bitcoin, you know. So they have the money and they made a big vote, but then over the years, people came in and raided their place. They raided the urban treasury, making it empty, and all the glory went away, and it's not as beautiful as it used to be anymore. So basically, the hood wasn't the hood until people made it the hood. Sound familiar, guys? Think outside the box. Sound familiar? But yeah, this is basically what happened, and that's why the elephant was attacking in the first place, okay? So we're going to get back to the story. They're on the block arguing. He's referencing what happened earlier that day of an elephant attacking them, okay? And basically when the elephant came to attack them, Ramonji, boom, he's struggling. They got a trunk around his neck like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Imagine this is a trunk, like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then, boom, he's fighting back, boom, boom, he's fighting back, and he's strong. Ramonji's a little strong. He be in the gym a little bit, all that. But when when there was time to kill that dude, Ramonji was like, nah, I ain't doing it. And then Trey was like, nah, we gotta off him right here, right now. We gotta off him. And then Ramonji was just hesitant. And Trey, he did what he had to do. His first time doing it, but he did what he had to do. And so we're gonna get back to the story and it's all gonna start to make sense. Okay, y'all catch all that? Rewind the video if I need to. All right? Okay. Y'all gonna have to watch something like 0.75 speed, okay, to like get what I'm saying. All right. So right now, Trey's in Romanji's face. You know, he's like, I saved you against the elephant dude. And at least at half power, you powerless. I'm trying to keep it PG. Y'all can read it though. Uh, then boom, Trey screamed. He threw a heavy right hook. Boom, he connect with the jaw of Romanji. Romanji's like, whoa, whoa, you know. Then boom, he's spitting blood now. Trey hitting hard. Like, he like hit him with all his things because he doesn't want bro to go. He knows if bro go, he gonna die. And then Ramonji yelling at him still. Like, we finally have an opportunity to do something. You know, are you happy with the situation I'm in? Mind you, they in the hood. You know, it's not all that great. And then Trey's like, no, but we're 16, weak, we're from the alleys. Let's just rock what we got. And then Ramonji's like, he couldn't believe Trey, you know? We're just so comfortable like being like this. And then Ramonji's like, I'm going. And he's going back into the house. Mind you, these guys are brothers. They're brothers, okay? I might as well put that on here. Dang, Mark is out. And then boom, they're arguing, and then shoot, that's basically what happens. And shoot, y'all gonna have to see what happens. You feel me? Y'all gonna have to read what happens next. Like, will Ramonji go to the tournament? Who knows? All right. And so basically, that's the summary of Ramonji the Warrior. If y'all got anything out this video, man, I would say when I drop, just go mess with it. I'm posting on Wattpad, maybe Medium. Shoot, go mess with it, cause y'all mad early to the empire, man. I'm telling you guys, it just looked like freaking yappery right now. It's not gonna stay like this. So y'all could be early if I want to. Y'all could wait. Don't matter. I still rock with you guys. Just keep watching the videos, and yeah, I might do more of this, more of what Adamu really is about. You know, I just don't want to be random all the time. I want to have a niche. This is gonna be my niche. So when this drops, bro, this drops. I need y'all all to be there reading. You know, reading's not that boring. You know, maybe I'll read to you guys a short story that I wrote, and perhaps y'all like it, and perhaps y'all won't. But shoot, that's pretty much it for this video, I think. I think that's it. Hold on. Break. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna wrap it up. We're just gonna wrap it up like this. I hope y'all like the little Professor Adamu, or Swag Boy AA GT, Mr. GT, whatever y'all wanna call me. Yeah, Hood Meets Fantasy, Tales of Ramonji. And this year, I might drop a short story just to see how y'all like it and all that. But hey, I'm getting a call right now. I gotta go. Hey, love you guys, man. I really do. I really do love you guys. And man, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. All right? Peace.